Hi, Brother Sewing and Crafting family. It's Angela, and the brand ambassadors are taking over the Brother Sews Facebook and YouTube page again, our daily show. And today, wait till you see who's coming on today. One of my favorites, and he's going to teach me how to quilt too. So pop in, say hi. If you've never been to our show before, say where you're from, because you never know, your neighbor might be sewing or fishing next to you. One or the other, right? So I see hey, Wolfpack. I love it when y'all roll in first. So I have Matthew on, and I'm not going to make him wait too long, because wait till you see. My favorite thing about Matthew is what's behind him right now that I can see. My favorite. It's like creativity to the nth degree with all that color. Matthew, let me bring you up here. How are you?
Hello. I'm awesome. How are you? Let me step to the side so people can see.
Look at all of that. It looks like a store. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Oh, do you make people howl like, oh, like that and stuff?
No, but we do have our slogan, Wolfpack slogan.
I mean, but like this, MD. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
MD?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that would work. MD. The Wolfpack will come up with something for you. So what are you up to today, Matthew?
You know, I'm hanging around my house, doing things, sewing things, and I just made my daughter a pair. I actually snuck away and did it for a minute because she asked for a pair right before we were going to start.
Wait a minute.
I'm hanging out with you. We're going to play.
That was 1 minute ago. You went and made her a pair?
I did. Yeah, I felt guilty. It's like I'm wrapped around her finger, like, whatever.
That's fantastic. All right. So what have you been working on? Now, this has been a long month, wouldn't you say? Like, things are very different for all of us. But I'm actually really enjoying my time at home, which I never thought I'd say that. But I mean, I knew I'd say that. But
right.
So traveling all the time. I'm really loving this. So what are you, what has positive happened in your life over the last month? Anything exciting?
I mean, yeah, this is it. This is the peak of my awesome life right here, being interviewed and chatting with Angela Wolf of the Wolf Pack. That's the best. Now, I mean, you know, making the best of the situation that we're all in. I think a bunch of us, we made a bunch of masks. I made a couple hundred, like, just to help out. And then I donated stuff. So that's been a lot of my sewing prior to like a couple weeks ago.
That's awesome.
But now it's like I'm pulling out my unfinished objects, my works in progress, and I'm finishing them, and it's really, really cool because I cleaned my room. Ta-da! It's like extra, like, lovely, and I found some things, and I was like, yeah, let's finish them. So I have. Yeah, I can show. I'll show. Can I show? Hey, it's one of those things. So I did this Lone Star because I taught this in a class. This is one thing I did.
Oh, that's cool.
See, it's a quilt. See?
That's a quilt?
Yes, it's a quilt. Well, I mean, if you wanted, like, it could be an Angela Wolf surprise. I
love it.
Right? Like it's that.
The fabric's so beautiful, though. It's so drapey.
Yeah, because of the company that I work with, like, the hand is really good. It's quilter's cotton, but then like I'm a fabric designer, y'all. If you didn't know that, the hand is really awesome because you've worked with it. You know what it's like. It's soft and like.
It looks like silk when you're doing that.
And then here are some pillows that I made. Ta-da! Here's one. And another.
Oh, wow. Those are really cool.
It was for a contest I did. I won it. Yay. It was a pillow contest. I made two. We were supposed to make one, but I made two. I was like, whatever.
Are those quilted?
Yeah. Because for being a quilter, I don't love the quilting part of it. And whenever I do quilt, I think of straight lines. When people like free motion quilt, it's gorgeous. I just don't think that way. So I did like a really thin, fine thread.
I'm gonna bring you up. Hold on, I'll bring you up by yourself. Oh yeah, now you can see it really good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think I sewed on Felicia for this one. Felicia is amazing. I love my Felicia. If you don't know who Felicia is, she's my main girl sewing machine over there. It's my brother Dreamweaver XE, but I'm going to be sewing on Alfonso with what I'm going to teach you and Angela today, and that is my SE 1900. Yeah, I'm all about color. Like, you're gonna find color. If you look at me, that's what you get.
That's awesome. Okay, so I've been going through my unfinished projects and I found a couple pieces of your fabric that I might use today, but I found a whole batch of this purple knit and I had 2 tops already cut out. So now I just need to sit down and sew them. That's a really major unfinished
We need
project.
more fabric than that for a top, Angela. I don't know.
You never know, Matthew.
This one too. This is one that I found. I started this one 4 years ago, and I taught a class. I didn't finish the quilt, but then I found it. I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to finish it. And then,
that's pretty. Oh, that's gorgeous.
See, it's an elevated abstractions. It's Mount Hood. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, y'all. So this is the mountain that like I see whenever it's pretty outside. And this is what you can do with quilting. Quilting is fun. I promise.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
Me too.
So what do you got going for me today?
So we are going to do a quilt block, right? So some of you, and you may or may not know this, Angela, when I first started sewing, I sewed mainly apparel. Like that's what I did. I didn't quilt, I sewed apparel. The reason I got into sewing was to sew for my kids. But then I just kept having questions. So I moved over to quilting just to learn new techniques, right? But I stayed in quilting. So I do everything, but it's like I'm known more for quilting and like weaving. So I want you to make a quilt block.
Oh boy. I know what that is. Barely.
You know what a quilt block is? This is the one we're gonna make.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful.
It's simple. It's a beginner, like kind of quilt block. This was in the Scan and Cut. Like, did you know that the Scan and Cut has like quilt blocks? It has a bunch of quilt blocks in it. I didn't know that. I found it for one of my projects that I did for the Stitching Social blog a couple months ago. And then now it's like I want to do stuff with all the quilt blocks because they're in there and they just cut it for you. It's awesome.
That does not look simple, by the way, but you did use my favorite color, pink. So thank you for that.
Yes, I did it. I did it for you. I did it.
You're awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody that's rolling in, by the way, I know some of you like to watch these shows later, so you can share this to your timeline and then you can watch it very easily back then. You can watch it on the YouTube channel or you can come back to Brother Sews and watch it. And I think I shared it to my page too. So, but if you share it to your timeline, it's the easiest. So if you follow along today and you're not sewing with us, you can go back and watch the replay.
Share us everywhere. Wherever you are, share us. Tell everyone about us. Come find us on Facebook and the Instagrams and the YouTubes and everywhere.
There you go. Hey, Matthew, did you make that bag behind you? Arnell wants to know.
I did. Yeah, this right here. I actually have a tutorial for this on my what's it called? The YouTube. It's a rayon. It's not even quilter's cotton. It's rayon, and I like hand quilted it. And then I sewed it. It's lined. It's where I keep my yarn.
Oh, nice.
Right here. See, look.
By the way, I saw you've been crocheting, and I love crocheting, and I absolutely love your tutorials.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's my new thing. I just I like it, but also it's because my next fabric collection is crochet inspired. It comes out in June, so it's like I'm kind of like continuing to do crochet to get people excited about it whenever it comes out. Because if you're a quilter and you don't want to crochet, you can play with my fabric, right?
Yes, I always do crocheting and add it to trim, like for my couture jackets and stuff like that. My goal about 1997, I think, because I think it was in style and now it's back in style. Have you seen those crochets where they're like patches? They're like a loose sweater, but there's patches, like the circles, and then they're crocheted together. Yeah. I have one that's about this much finished. So my goal is to finish that.
Oh, it keeps moving. Sorry for the shaky camera. Let me move it back so that you can see my machine. Are you ready to sew?
I'm ready to sew. Are you?
I am. Always. I wake up ready. So for this block, where is it? Here it is. You will need...
I'll put you up first.
Okay, there's only 2 fabrics, right? So you are going to need 4 5-inch squares of each.
4
5-inch squares of each.
All right, so I have, how many different fabrics did you say? 4.
2. I lied. You only need 2 for one of these. So you need 2 5-inch squares for this. You know, I'm doing my best with math, folks. So you only need two 5-inch squares of each. You'll be able to do it with that.
How about these two? Do those
I
look
think
good?
I like it.
Okay. And they have to be two.
Give a thumbs up if you like the colors, folks.
Yeah. So you got to tell me. So Matthew, this is actually your fabric.
It is.
I used it inside of my Chloe trench coat as the bias binding on the It's So Easy
beautiful.
episode.
It was such a beautiful use of it.
So I think these two look pretty good. What do you guys think? This is a good combo. It really brings the blues out of here. I would say purple, but there isn't enough purple in here. It's mostly blue. I think I like the purple. What do you guys think? Everybody's saying yes. So how many? I gotta
say yes to the dress. So
yes
two 5-inch squares from each.
2 5-inch squares from each. All right, hold on a second.
This is fun.
I'll pull my video camera up over here. So 2 5-inch squares.
What? Where'd she go?
I'm coming back.
Hey, y'all, while she's doing what she's doing, I wanted to ask y'all on here because I do a blog for Stitching Social once a month. Others do it more, but I was thinking about doing like a quilt along with some of the quilt blocks that are in the scan and cut. If you don't have them, then I'll give the regular dimensions of just how to do it. Maybe do 1 or 2 blocks a month. If that's something that you would be into, it would be beginner friendly, absolutely. Then in the comments, just let me know. And then depending on how many people say they're interested, then I'll go ahead and do it. I've always wanted to do that, and I thought it would be fun to do it with the brother community. Yay!
Right. I'm coming back. I just was trying to get my cutter. Hold on one sec. So can you see all the comments, Matthew?
I can't see anything. I'm afraid.
Everyone says sounds interesting. Okay, there's my cutting. All right, you said 2 5 by. I already forgot.
Yeah, 2 5x5 squares of each fabric.
Well, you're gonna make me put my glasses on too.
It's okay. I'm sure they're super styling.
Yep.
I've reached the age where I need to go get readers. I'm just accepting it. I need to go get some readers.
I call them cheaters. That's what I wear.
I love it.
All right. Can you see this okay? Because
Right.
I think I grabbed the one rotary cutter that isn't so great.
I mean, it's very interesting, your technique, but, you know.
All right. I already forgot. 5x5?
Yes, ma'am. And this is going to create an 8-inch block with a 1/2-inch seam allowance. So it will create a larger 8.5 by 8.5.
Oh, dang. I can't even count. I'm doing
It's okay. Like, since we've been quarantined, my brain doesn't work like it used to.
Well, obviously mine isn't either.
It's okay. I accept you. I accept you as is, Angela.
And then I grabbed the one rotary cutter that needs a new blade. I've been cutting fabric all day today. So, all right, let me get this 5x5. I have my scan and cut right here. I should have thrown it on the scan and cut.
Well.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah, that's how I cut these out, was with it, and it's pretty neat.
You did have all day, right?
Yeah. Right now. Yeah, you were like, I mean, we can make this 2 hours, however long it needs to be. Maybe I should have given you the measurements beforehand.
I know. Everybody's probably like, oh my gosh, seriously, can you just cut this faster? Don't worry. I sew a lot faster. We'll go with that. All right. 5.
This is my favorite. I'm having fun. Hi, everybody. What are y'all working on right now? If you're on Facebook, you can put it in the comments and show a picture and stuff. I always love that about Facebook.
Oh, I do too.
Right?
You know, wait, while you're talking about social media, I have to tell you, your Instagram is my favorite Instagram. You and Laura, well, I got about 3, but you're on my top 3 because I love, everything you post is so colorful and fun.
Aww.
But the other thing is, I'm loving the crochet.
Thank you.
Okay.
I like Instagram. I like all the social media, though, really.
So I get an F for having a rotary cutter that's working right now. But I got 2, so I have 2 of each 5x5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then with 2 of the squares, 1 of each fabric, you're going to slice it diagonally.
Let me see this.
Let's pretend like this is a graphic or whatever.
Okay.
Like this is a square.
All right.
And then you cut it like that.
So
and this is called a half square triangle for those that don't know.
Okay, so I cut all of them or just 2?
Just 2 of them. 1 of each color. So you'll need this, and then I'll cut it too. I'll show you how a pro cuts it, y'all.
Yeah, could I see this? Well, plus your rotary cutter probably doesn't have a nick in it.
I found the one that was sharp. Boom! Just like that. Ding.
Oh, all right, here I go. Oh, look, I got this like from corner to corner. Right?
Yep.
Do I do the sound effects too?
Yep, absolutely.
Boom, just like that. Okay.
Yep. That's beautiful. And then did you do both of the squares?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then you're going to, for those 2, let's do all the cuts. So for the other 2 squares, you're going to cut them in half vertically and horizontally to where you'll make 4 2.5-inch squares.
Nancy says, you can do this, Angela.
You can do this.
Sing that. All right.
Like that.
So you said cut it this way and this way. So there's 4 boxes.
Yes.
Oh. Matthew, this is not fair. You cut yours out already.
Well, I use the scan and cut, so.
All right.
Look at that. And she cuts. She cuts. Proper technique, away from herself. Now she's going to cut again. She moved her body instead of the fabric. She's going to cut in half again. And there she goes.
That's right. I got it.
Okay. So there are a couple things I'm going to teach you. This is super fun. I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
I'm having a ball.
Okay. So do you have a 1/4-inch foot on your sewing machine?
A what?
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, but I don't have one.
You don't have to have it. Don't worry about it. I saw your face. Don't worry. So you don't need a 1/4-inch foot, but for those, this is what it looks like.
Okay. Oh, I wonder.
Yeah, it comes standard. You'll get it probably in most of the sewing machines, but it has a guard right here that keeps the fabric from going, so it cuts a scant 1/4-inch. It's always the same if you do it right.
All right, let me go look. Let me go look in my stash. Hold on.
But don't stress out about it.
You said that it comes in there?
I think so.
Just have never had a need for it. I've used it.
I have a drawer with all my feet, and I don't think I bought that many of this.
This one here. Is it that one?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I have that. Yeah, I knew exactly what you were talking about. What are you talking about?
We really planned this just to help educate all of you about the 1/4-inch foot.
Got it. You know what? I think I have used this. I didn't realize it was a 1/4-inch foot because it just I just thought, never mind.
There you go. So what you're going to do with 2 opposite of the triangles, right? Put them right sides together, line up the diagonal raw edge.
The long edge. Okay. Right sides together. Yeah.
And then place it under your foot.
I got to watch.
Like your foot on your machine. And then we'll sew. Oh man, I learned y'all something.
What?
You need to make sure to move the foot or move the needle.
Oh yeah. Now I use this for other things. I didn't realize that you could use it for quilting because I just don't quilt. But did you break your needle?
Yeah. Of course I did. I have more though.
Okay.
So with this one, make sure to move the needle to the center position.
Glenda, squirrel.
It's a learning opportunity, folks. It's not a mistake. What are the squirrel and the rabbit? Oh,
because I always say, like, if I'm working on something, I'll have all these projects. So I'll be like squirrel, and then I go work on something else. That's everyone's saying welcome. So, it's kind of interesting because I don't quilt, that it's really funny that I have used this foot a ton of times. I just didn't realize
what it's for unless you use it.
Yeah.
I didn't until I quilted for like a year and a half before I learned that I had that foot, and it changed everything. Okay. So now go back to this. Make sure that your needle is in this center position.
All right.
And then, do you know chain stitching? Do you know what chain stitching is?
Possibly.
It's when you have two things that you're sewing together, or multiple things that you're sewing together that are the same, and instead of like cutting the thread in between, you just keep going.
Oh yeah, I just never called it that, but I do that. Yeah.
Welcome to quilting world. It's all the same stuff, just called different things. So I'm going to do one, and then I'll do the other. Are
you doing both? All right.
No, I'm going to do one after the other because I want to show my chain stitching on fleek and stuff.
Okay.
I'm so hip saying on fleek. Oh, let me turn my iron on.
I'm just using white thread. It doesn't matter, right?
My suggestion with piecing is, I mean, you're doing white, but just to match the thread with whatever the value is of what you're sewing. Like this, Quilter's Cotton has a white thread base, and it's dyed. So white thread actually works really well with it.
Okay. Well, I'm using blue. Although, do I have a bad needle in here? I just did something.
We're having moments.
Yeah, no kidding.
We had that the Kona ice truck came and delivered Kona ice to my neighborhood today, and it's leaving it on the door.
I gotta change needles. So you broke a needle with that, and I'm using a needle that I was using for embroidery that was really tiny. I gotta find another one. I'll be back in a minute.
Hello, everybody. What would you like to talk about? Scissors. Y'all know about this coat? Have you seen this coat? This was my woven denim trench coat that I made for Helena like 4 years ago, and I let her wear it once, but it's all hand woven, and then I put it together. I made a jacket. See, this is my fabric weaving and clothing. You can mix and match.
That's gorgeous.
Thanks.
All right, let me go back, put my needle in. Somebody said they want a close-up. Okay, I'll try to get even closer if I can.
Of your sewing?
That's always dangerous when you're live, right?
Right.
Because usually, oh, you know what I did? I think I broke my needle threader. Do you ever use, do you use it very much metallic thread, by the way?
I have, but it tangles, I found. The Brother is the best. The Brother, whatever the brand is of theirs, is my favorite of the metallics, but
I used it the other day, and I used the needle threader with a number 10 needle, and that didn't work out very well. So now I got to go get my needle threader fixed.
Well, why'd you do that?
I know. You'd think, and I've even told people don't do that. Oh, well. All right. So okay, now this little foot here, you want the edge of the fabric right butted up to that?
Yeah. Butt it up against it.
Okay. Do you start at the very edge of the fabric? Like when I sew garments, I start in a little bit and then backstitch, and you said don't do that?
In quilting, they don't backstitch. Usually it's like use a leader. You know what a leader is? It's like a scrap piece of fabric you put through first. That way the beginning doesn't get tangled
Well,
up.
that makes sense. Okay, because I'm thinking, boy, I don't know. I'm thinking that this is going to really cause a hot mess here.
It
So
probably would. It would, I think.
all right, so I'll use a leader. Plus, they'll practice. What stitch length are you using?
2.5.
Okay. And then how many stitches in between each one, or you just kind of butt it up to each other?
Yeah, I just butt them up against each other. Great nails.
Oh, thanks. Okay, just keep buttoning them up. I'm not so sure that this is all that straight, but just for the record, everyone, I'm kind of cockeyed on the machine so you can see what I'm doing. So I know you're saying LOL, but for real. So somebody just asked what I use this foot for. You know what I used it for is top stitching, because it'll go right along the seam or the edge.
Right.
I love that.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a beautiful job as far as I'm concerned.
Perfect. Okay.
I love it.
Now
and
what?
While you're there, grab the squares and then sew up all of those right sides together. Two opposite fabrics.
Like in a row? What? Let me see.
Do it. Go to town and chain stitch them.
What does it look like?
A square.
So you got that. Oh, you just put all four of them?
This square and this square is gonna get married and kiss.
Okay.
Right.
And then do you keep it together? Or just each one, just once?
Right sides together.
Yeah.
Never wrong sides together.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'll show y'all what a leader is if y'all don't know. Let me find a scrap. See, this is the remnants of my scan and cut. So I just cut a little piece of fabric, and now I'm gonna start it further than where the needle is. So it's like a 1/2 inch that way, and then just get going. And then if you do that, then whenever you start with your first one, then the fabric won't go inside of the sewing machine. So it does the same thing as what like back stitching in the beginning does. Hi, family.
So, I already lost a piece. My goodness gracious. So with right sides together, I just stitch one.
You'll need 4 pairs of squares.
Oh, I lost a piece. Oh, it's under here.
You know what you should do to me for that is you should make me sew some apparel stuff or something that but don't tell me about it before and I'll just show up.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to get you back for this.
That would be fun.
I won't tell you what it is, but I already have a plan in mind. Actually, I've always wanted to learn, and this is the best way with one of the best. That'd be you.
Aww.
All right, and then right sides together. You know, this is going to cause problems because I really love embellishing fabrics, and I'm getting a lot of ideas right now.
That's how it happens.
I love not backstitching, though. All right. So I'm just going to, then I sew over my leader. It probably doesn't need to be that big, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I passed, I think.
I think you did a great job. I'm just going to say it. I think you're doing phenomenally.
Okay. I passed so far.
Okay. So you have all of them. Now, this is a little controversial, what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh.
There's this like debate in the quilting world. Do you open your seams? Do you press them to the side? For me, my answer for that is it depends. Like, there's not one way that I do it. It depends on what the block needs. So I'm going to show you and all of you out there why and how I press the seams in various things. So,
okay. I love pressing. I'm a pressing freak. My clapper is going to be all over this thing.
I love the clapper. I use it. Because I've had it for when I used to sew clothes, and now it's like, when I press something, I just put it on there, and it's good. Okay, so for these, are y'all having fun? I hope y'all are having fun out there. I have no idea what the comments are saying or any of that. Let me get on there.
You can't see any of them? There's
it was clicked on private chat. Now I can see it.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Oh, hi, everybody. That's a lot of people. Okay, so this one, FYI, I'm not opening any of my stitches. I'm pressing them to the side.
You're pressing them to the side?
No, I'm lying. This is what I did.
All right, let me bring you up. Hold on. I'll bring you up by yourself.
So this is the back side. So if you were on social media, you would put the peach in the comments because it's the back side. This, as you can see, the half square triangles I opened, and the others I did not. So I'm going to open the seams. I'm trying to make this stick, so if you can help me out with this, I like to call, when you open the seams and press it, butterflying the seams. Like whenever you butterfly a chicken to cook it, like you spread it open and you flatten it, right?
Oh gosh, Matthew, you have hit two things that are not on my list: cooking and quilting. Man, I'm gonna lose my job after today. All right, so press the triangles open and the other ones to the side. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, and really, folks, this is all about managing bulk. Like, I like to not think so much whenever I'm sewing. So in that case, so that I didn't have to figure out where these seams would go, I just opened them so I wouldn't have to worry about any of the bulk. Because a lot of times whenever you get like here, if I'm joining two together, it might get super bulky depending on how they were. So to have one seam that's not creating the bulk is beneficial for me. But if y'all want to debate it in the comments, go ahead and debate it in the comments.
Matthew, I have a question.
Yeah.
So if I press the triangles open, and I bring you all over to the iron, but it's way over there. So I press the triangles open. Now with these, do I press them like two of them going towards the print and two of them?
These I'm gonna press to the side. Always press them the same way. So I'm going to press toward my solid color because that will be less visible than if I press it the other way. So all of them I'm going to press the same way. It's all going to go towards the solid color.
All right, towards the solid. All right, they're pressed.
Okay. And so now with this, I'm going to learn you how to spin the seams. Okay. And this is called different things. Aline, I am using Alfonso. For those of you who haven't named their sewing machines, FYI, a little pro tip here. Once you name your machines, they work really a lot better. So just make sure you name your machines. I have Felicia over there. This is Alfonso. It's an SE 1900. And then I have Tim Gunn in the closet. And then I have Gina and Brittany. They named themselves. Just for real pro tip. If you leave this with one tip, that's it.
Okay, I see a quick comment that someone said before we go. They want to see what a clapper does. I'm just going to show on my other camera here. I don't have the iron here, so you got to use your imagination. But you would pretend this is an ironing board, and you would take your fabric, press it with the iron here, and then you just lay the clapper on it for a second, and it makes like a a great crease. It keeps everything like right. See how it's
It
not
maintains the press. It's really awesome. Quilters out there who don't have it, like my flow that I do is once I get enough, like with these squares, my clapper's in the other room, but I would probably like press 4 of these and then put my clapper on and then go back to my sewing machine and sew more and then go back and forth and back and forth. So while it's cooling on the iron, then I'm sewing. So just being efficient and stuff. So spinning the seams. So
I'm
just
gonna bring you up so I can see better. Let's see. All right, spinning.
Wait, this way. See how I have them both going the same way?
Yeah.
So now the opposite or the same fabrics are on the opposite corners. But since they're pressed the same way, if you can see it right in here, they line up against each other. Like you just go like this and you wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until it's like they lock in place. So whatever that fold over is hitting the fold over on the other side, and it's going to create a ting ting crisp center seam. So I'll just show y'all. I don't clip or pin though.
You do that again. I didn't. You got to do that spinning thing again.
Yeah, let me show you. Okay, that's one. So then here's the other one. Wait, this way. This is why you always press them the same way, because now
start this way. I'm following you.
Okay.
And then you.
And now these two are gonna get married like that. But yeah, like that. Now right sides together. I mean, okay. and then the center seam, like if you feel it with your fingers.
Yeah, I can.
Like whenever the two folds on the seam line connect, you can feel it. It's like they just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle till they get in place.
Okay, got it.
You see that? Can you see it in my fingers?
Uh-huh. Now I see what you mean. Okay, I got it. So then where do you stitch? Just down one of the long ends? Like this edge?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This is fun. Thanks for inviting me to the party, Angela.
Oh, this is way fun. This has been on my bucket list, so. Not that I'm planning on going anywhere anytime soon, but you know, you got to start knocking some things off the list.
You never know though, right? Nothing's guaranteed.
That's true. Okay, I think I butted it. I don't know. Hope I don't get graded on this.
No. Y'all know about, you know about my mantra, right? How I'm a 95%er, that I strive for 95% perfection, not 100%, because I think the final 5% steals your joy.
That's so true.
Right? So it's like sometimes it's perfect, sometimes it's not, whatever. That's how I feel.
All right, so I got that one done. And then, do I do it to both?
Yeah.
All right. It's called nesting the seam. Is that what she said? Oh, cool.
Nesting or spinning or... But basically, once you learn how to do this, then you're like a next level quilter. So you're right out of the gate a next level quilter.
All right. Well, my favorite part is doing the actual free motion quilting. So like if I can get this part.
Let's see my seam. The center.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm a pro.
You are. All right, let me try. No pressure, right?
No, you got it.
It just feels like it's not butting the right way.
It's okay. You'll find out.
Oh my gosh, look what I did. Didn't you tell me to press everything towards the solid?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Did you not?
I did not.
Oh, well then look, it's a teaching example. See, look, just show it. It's not a mistake. It's an intentional mistake to teach people.
I totally did it on purpose just to make sure everybody was watching.
But one of them you did right?
Yeah. All right. Seam ripper.
I always want to know what she's doing when she leaves.
I'm going to press. I'm crying.
Like, do you think over there is where she keeps all of her mess and she doesn't want to show us?
That's my pressing. Wynn's calling. He says hi.
Hi.
All right. Got it. All right. I'll try it one more time. You know,
Okay.
I'm not so sure that I cut these exactly correct, but we're just going to go with it.
It's okay. Your technique was very interesting, though.
You mean you don't move your body to move the fabric? I could see this is a little bit difficult to do when you're kind of like halfway around the sewing machine trying to watch from a different angle.
Yeah.
I'm thinking when you quilt, you got to like be
usually like if I were doing a video, I would have it overhead to where you could see it better. But that's not what we did here.
Oh, hey.
Hey, I see you.
Oh, it looks good. Oh, you're going to be so impressed.
Look at that.
Voila.
Look at that. So now I'm going to show you, okay? So when you open it, you see how one is to the side, one's to the other side, and then the other one's flat? So essentially, you're going to create a spiral with the seams. So let me see if I can function. So this is going that way. No, this way. So hold on a second. So, okay, can you see it? I went and there we go.
Yeah, okay, so
this one's going that way. This one's going that way. So you're going to spin the seams this way. So essentially, this one's going to go up. This one's going to go down.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
And then all of the seams, it creates a little pretty square.
Okay, but I'm like, if I have this, well, you can't see me. So if this one's pressed this way, and then I press this one this way, I end up with like, do you snip it or something? How do you get it to?
Yeah, snip the center if it's not opening. Snip it. I don't know why it's doing that though.
Maybe I did it wrong.
No.
Because I've got this one going this way.
So the blue needs to go toward the there you go. And then the other one down there goes toward like that. And now press it.
Oh, it does open.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like a magic open sesame, right?
Oh my gosh. Go into the pressing station. Y'all want to watch me over there? That's the pressing station. Way over here. Just to show it's not messy over here, by the way. For the record.
That's what she says. I don't believe her though. Look at that. That's a good camera. Look at the detail of that microphone. You can see the pores.
Gosh. So that's cool. I always wondered how that worked.
And it creates a really crisp center. Like that seam.
I left my tailor's clapper over there, so we're just going to have to go without it. Oh, wait, no, it's right. There's another one. All right, so I'm getting it. It's very different. Kind of cool. All right. You get a good view of that mic, didn't you? Okay, so I got it.
Yay! So now we have our 4 themes. And you just take your 4 pieces. And you're going to do the same as you did with the square, right? So now instead of it being little squares, you have 4 of the bigger squares, right? That's going to be in this order?
Okay. I'm trying to follow. Hold on. Do it again. So you're going to have 4 big squares.
This goes like this. Oh, these two.
Excuse me.
These two go like this.
All right.
And so just decide which one you want in the center and which one you don't.
Like that?
Turn the, there you go.
Like that.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
And then
now throw them together.
Hold on.
And you'll sew those together with a 1/4-inch seam. And you'll sew both pair of the little mini squares the same way.
I'm going to have to rewind and watch your leader one again. I'm sure I'm doing that wrong. I got a big old fabric here. Okay, Matthew, I have this like that.
And now you'll need 2 of those.
So is the other one exactly the same?
Yep.
So I have to line it up exactly
like this. They're both the same.
Exactly the same. Okay. I can handle it. Hey, Wolfpack, you got any advice for me on this one? I'm getting there. I could totally
focus, focus, focus.
Focus, okay. Mom, if you're watching, I know I told you I never would, and I'm doing it. She used to always buy all these quilt books, and she loved the pictures. And she's like, make a quilt. I'm like, why would I want to do that when I can't wear it? But then I could wear it. I'd cut it up and turn it into fabric.
See, this is what the challenge is, because you're not done here. I've got a challenge for you that I'm putting into the universe when we're done.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I backstitched.
It's okay.
It's just not it. I was reading some of the comments, and some of the girls were saying, now you know how I feel when you're telling us just to put in that neckline on a knit so quickly and easily. Yeah, see? Okay, how's that look?
It looks beautiful. So now press them to the side, both going the same way. I am going to, what did I do here?
Press them.
I press toward the square one. I'll show you.
Press towards the square. I can handle that. I gotta get my clapper this time though. Can't live without that.
Do you use steam or no steam?
I use steam. If you use steam use a little bit of steam and then put the clapper on it, it just makes it a super amazing crisp crease.
Oh my god. That was funny.
What are you doing? This isn't spa day. Oh my gosh.
Let me clean the microphone or the I want all the steam. So I pressed them both toward the square. See?
Yep, I did that too. I have one boo-boo, but I'm not going to tell you about it.
They don't need to know. You can use Facetune it out, whatever it is.
Okay.
And then now it's going to go like this, opposite to opposite.
Okay, so wait, let me match mine up like yours. Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then
just to where it looks like this.
Oh, wait. That and that. Okay, like that.
Like that. Now, they're going to get married and kiss. And then you do the same thing with the center seam and just spin it and get it in there.
All right.
Can you see it?
Yeah, you really get that mashed in there good.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay, I'll support you.
Okay, and then just stitch down one side?
Yeah, but for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the center.
Okay.
Just to secure that, since I don't like to pin.
That's a good idea.
And then now I can sew the whole thing, and that seam is going to be ting crisp.
All right, start in the center. Meet you over at Swim.
Okay.
I have to say that my lines Okay. I'm not going to say that this is a perfect square by any means.
There's no judgment.
Okay.
I'm proud of you, Angela.
Oh,
There's no
God.
judgment in sewing.
None at all. All right, so start in the middle. Oh, man. I put my needle up in the top position. Hold on a second.
No problem.
The worst part is we're on lockdown still, and I won't be able to get my needle threader fixed for another few weeks. I guess I better buy some good cheaters. Although I did that pretty good twice. So, okay. Here we go. Oops. It's not over far enough. Oh my gosh. All right. I do love that foot.
Right? It's neat.
Yeah, but I never used it for 1/4 inch seams, so that's really cool. I made a whole different use for that thing.
No, that's what I thought too. I thought it was like a seam guide because you know how there's that one that helps you stitch in the ditch that has the thing in the center?
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was like that, but just like for like a 1/4 inch like stitch. That's what instructions are for, but I don't read them.
I know. Oh, I have to ask everyone that's watching this, just out of curiosity, how many of you have read your sewing machine manual ever? Just out of curiosity. Oh, I backstitched again. It's just a habit.
It's okay.
So have you read your manual? I only started reading the manuals when the new, like the Luminaire and the Dream Machine, when those started coming out, I had to read the manual because like the My Design Center was a little bit more challenging. It wasn't like the typical just sewing, it was embroidery. But for sewing, I had never read a manual for 20 years until then. Oh, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, that's very hubba hubba, I think.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Except this fabric here that I just grabbed stuff in my stash. Your fabric is of great quality. This stuff is not, so you can see through it. But it's a good practicer.
It's okay. I'm proud of you. And then to make a total block, you don't have to. I'm not going to make you. You can either choose to go this way, or I think I'm going to do it this way, to where the squares are in the center. So I'm going to make 4 of these in total. And I think I'm going to make like a pillow or something for my kid.
That's
but
cool.
what I want you to
do I press this open or sideways?
Sideways towards the squares. That's how I do it.
I'll be right back. See, I would press this open.
But that's what you can do now. I just teach you what I do, and then like that's the joy of sewing. If you don't want to do what I do, you don't have to.
No, I'm doing what? Are you kidding? I'm doing what you're doing. I'm just saying, like.
No, that's what I always tell people. It's like whenever I teach,
I like
you don't have to do it my way. That's beautiful.
I like your way because it was nice and flat. If I had pressed it open, it'd be too much bulk. So, hey guys, what do you think?
You did it. So Angela, what I want you to do now.
Oh no.
What I want you to do now.
More pieces. I'm finished.
And we haven't talked about this at all, folks, beforehand. Is that I want you to turn that into something apparel. I want you to integrate a quilt block into something apparel, and then we'll come back in, I don't know, 4 weeks, and then we'll show it to everyone. And I'll show you my finished ones. And then, hey, if y'all want to do this too, I gave you all the instructions for the block. Come back in 4 weeks. Is that when we're doing it? And I want to see what y'all do too. So I love learning stuff and using it and like cross-pollinating different types of sewing.
Oh, hey, Barbara says a jacket back applique. That would be good. Gorgeous.
Yeah, put your ideas in the comments about like what she can make.
Everyone's saying back. Yeah, let me know where I should put this. I was thinking, oh gosh, maybe jeans on the back of my pockets. I am making 2 pairs of jeans right now. Oh, a purse.
That would be hubba hubba, I think.
A lot of good ideas. So yeah, that sounds good, Matthew. Everybody wants to see your jacket again. Oh, Deborah says line it, use it as a pocket. That'd be cool. Oh, I love that. Let me bring you up close by yourself. That jacket is awesome.
Thank you.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
Thanks. It's really cool, the texture. You should do something like this too sometime.
I've seen you do those videos, Matthew, with the ribbon. It is so cool.
Yep, but see, like I even matched at the pockets. I've done like fabric weaving on pockets before, or like on the yoke. Like I'll show you this one.
I did weaving one time on a top, and it was a very small bandero top that I used for a fashion show, and it turned out awesome. Oh,
see, just on the this little front part of the bodice in the back.
That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's what we're doing next.
See, that's me, right?
Yeah.
Cross-pollinate, y'all.
I like that. Oh, everybody's saying so fun. Use it as sleeves. That would be a good idea. I actually received a kit for quilting, and I never got around to it, but I pulled out my scan and cut. I got it over there. I got the fabric, the green sheet to go over for so I can cut my fabric. Oh, you guys are giving me a lot of good ideas. Put it in a skirt. Pockets. So inspired. Matthew, this was fun. I cannot believe, I honestly, in the middle of this, I thought, we're going to be here till 8 o'clock at night. Is anyone dropping by some dinner for me? I did not.
You did it, though. It was perfect timing. It was an hour. Look at that.
Oh, I'm so excited. I honestly have never done anything like this ever in my entire life. High five. Oh, that's a good idea. Leg border on jeans.
That would be really nice.
So if I did that as a border on jeans, I'd have to make this a lot smaller. Now, see, what I would do is make this big, long, beautiful piece of fabric, and then I would cut it.
Yeah.
And make it like a trim. So if I did border on jeans, let's see, I would do it like maybe.
That would look nice.
Oh, that would look cool. But then I would have to cut off some of this, all this extra hard work.
Well, that's okay. I won't be mad if you cut it.
I'm thinking if I left these triangles off the end, look at how cool this would be.
That's
that would
gorgeous.
fit on jeans.
Yep, gorgeous. Or like some with the sleeve idea that people like, that would be beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
See?
Oh my gosh.
See?
Great
Look at
idea.
that.
All right, so how long do I have to do this? A month?
4 weeks? I don't know. Is that what we decided? I don't know.
So for all of you that don't know the schedule, every Monday, Brother Sews sends out the whole list. We're doing live shows every day till the end of May. And then after that, we're still doing them if you like them, but just not every day. Because most of us will be back to work.
And then you're giving away a sewing machine, right?
Yes, every Friday. Every Friday at noon. Can you believe it?
What is that? That's nice.
I know. Brother gave us 10 sewing machines to give away. And last week was our first winner.
That's exciting. That's awesome. That's super awesome.
Everyone's liking the sleeves. So do you have any questions for Matthew before we roll and go? Well, you're earlier. For me, it's like dinner time.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock. But for real, if I'm new to you, then come find me everywhere. I'm always accessible. If you have questions, you can email me or DM. You can slide into my DMs, whatever. But this is a caveat, though. I'm all about positivity and spreading joy. So if you're not about positivity and spreading joy, then you don't need to come to find me.
So funny. Hey, the Wolfpack is the most positive group you'll ever meet in your life. They're so awesome. Oh, the bodice on the Linda tunic peg, that's a great idea. So Gayla wants to know, do you treat the fabric before cutting on the scan and cut? So I do sometimes, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll put a backing if it's going to be an applique, but sometimes I just spray it with starch just to give it something to put it on there. How about you, Matthew? Do you treat your?
Yeah, I played with it. I found that starching it cuts better. That I get the longest use out of both the mat and then the fabric thing you add on top of it if I starch them. Yeah.
And Sandra, Matthew does have a video on weaving. In fact, I put our Instagram handles right above here, so go follow us on Instagram. I actually have Matthew's up here. You got to see this. His is awesome. So make sure. I'll just bring it up.
I saw the video, Sandra. It's really fun. Weaving is fundamental. I promise it'll be fun. That's me.
Yeah. Oh, wait. That's what you just taught me. If I would have looked at your Instagram today, I might have had a hint. And there's the crochet. So the crochet is very similar to that one that I'm talking about. but it was a circle, and they were like patched everywhere. And then I was going to do a bathing suit, but that was 25 years ago. So the bathing suit I might have gotten rid of that one for now. That's cool.
Yeah. That's me.
So you can find both of us on Instagram, and your website is down below, mrdomestic.net. So I'm stressing the .net part because I went to mrdomestic.com, and that was not you.
Well, it is me. I'm actually going to switch over soon. I bought the com because the com I felt was more legit. And so.
Oh, good. Everyone says, love the show.
Oh, thanks everyone for coming and joining us. It was really fun. I loved all of your ideas and your participation and positivity.
Oh, Mark, you want to see what a scan and cut? Hold on, I have my camera over there. Scan and cut. Hold on a second. I'll just give you a quick, just so you can see it. There is the scan and cut. There's like many different models. And actually, if you go back to a show, if you go back to Brother Sews and watch some of the shows the last few weeks, we've been showing the scan and cut a lot. On Tuesdays with May, we show it a lot with fabric and paper crafting. In fact, look, I've already got my Mother's Day cards. Well, I only have one mother, but I was practicing. I think I like this one better.
Did you do that in the scan and cut?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it cut out the paper, just cardstock, and then I used the pen, where you can just put the pen in and typed in mom. Look at it, it's so much better. And then this one I did, but I like this one better.
Yeah, I like that one better too. Oh,
and then
thanks for the idea.
Yeah, and these are built-in designs in there. If you go in there, there's like a card section. Yeah. All right. Well, Matthew, this was so much fun. And you guys, if you want to ask us any questions, just tag us so we can see it. And you can always visit us all over social media. So this was so fun. So Matthew, I'll see you in a month, and I got to get busy on this quilting and figure out what I'm going to do with it.
Bye, y'all. Keep it positive, y'all. Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Tomorrow at noon. Don't forget, tomorrow at noon, giving away a sewing machine. Are you working out?
I was like doing the fade out, waiting for me to go away.
Matthew, you're so much fun. You make my day. All right. Bye, everyone.